All right, everyone. Welcome back to part 2 of this lovely finale of a arc. Welcome back to the Rose Empire arc. We are going to be doing some interesting things here today. So we'll find out what's going to happen. Yeah, we're all in danger. So
I'm in danger.
Last I remember, we left on a kind of a somber note of us having to go and fight Varash, knowing that it's our only way out.
And that we're the problems.
Death awaits us.
Death awaits us. But
the longer we stay here, the more people die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna become a vampire bunny rabbit.
Or dinner.
But you know where else this happens? You know what else happens, though, guys? Spotify podcasters.
Oh, that's a good one!
Yeah, imagine that. See, our characters could express their feelings about this if they only had a podcast in their time period.
That's a good one.
Luckily, we have one ourselves with the amazing program of Spotify for Podcasters, which is totally free. You can find it on the Google Play Store or the App Store, or you can use your web browser to find it as well, to make your own podcast about fighting vampires, dealing with a rogue inquisition, and other things of those sorts.
They're doing what they're supposed to.
Well, no, that's from a certain point of view.
Yeah,
it could be on your podcast. And so if you want to make your own podcast like we have here, or if you want to talk about whatever things you want to, go ahead and use Spotify for Podcasters today. And now,
I can agree with that.
With my lovely friends talking during this lovely ad, I will turn the time over to our DM for today's episode.
Fortunately, I don't think a podcast will help your characters, though Rose Empire's going to censor it.
Censorship, we love that.
Because this is China.
Hey, whoa!
What are you talking about? China doesn't have undead.
What? We don't know. Well,
do undead exist? Okay, yeah. So
too much.
So yeah, I believe it is now planning time.
Well, he just walked off with the Rash.
Yeah, with Count Rasfelg.
Rasfelg, that's right. Rasfelg.
Yeah. So before you guys start planning, Alethar's going to point out 2 important things about vampires. 1, you can't kill a true vampire unless you kill it in their resting place. 2, they only go to the resting place if you kill them. Like, destroy their physical body. So, if you come up with any plan to get rid of Varash, you must come up with a plan on how you're going to do both of those things.
I have an idea.
Someone wait by his resting place with the stake. And then...
You're not there.
I think it would be best to find Toffer and make a plan with him.
I have an idea, but I'll wait.
Yes, let's find him, make a plan with him.
Quite creative.
Alethra is there as well.
She is here, but I would like the full might of our party.
Alright. I'll go get him.
Alright. Meanwhile, Tother. As you and Count Rasfelg are walking down the stairs, last episode I said Baron a lot. He's a Count. Oops, my bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Count Rasfelg and you are walking down the hall, and as you are going through it and seeing all the things, you're looking for Mosey. The servants are in a state of absolute distress, like everyone's panicked or terrified. Like the story is spread, and like vampires got in. That's not supposed to be able to happen. But they are they are in a little bit of a panic. Count Rasfelg is looking for Mosey, and they head down. You guys head down to where he usually spends his time. He's not in the courtyard performing like he usually is. As you keep looking around, you head towards his rooms, and you start seeing a couple of bodies. As is a totally understandable thing to do, Count Rasfelg starts to get a little more panicked. Like he starts moving forward faster, goes looking, follows. As you keep going in deeper, you find several more bodies.
I'm
And
going to cast calm emotions on him.
all right, he will calm down a little bit.
It's a save technically. I don't know if you want to roll it.
He's not going to resist.
Okay.
All right. So he isn't panicking anymore. He's gonna look at you and he's going to say, "My servants are dead."
Something terrible has happened. We have to figure out what it was. I'm gonna kind of start inspecting the bodies a little. I'm gonna just tell him to turn around, don't look. And I'm gonna start inspecting the bodies, looking for bite marks, looking for...
Vampire bite.
Yeah.
Cause of death, vampire bite.
All of them?
All of them.
Do I know what causes a change? Like, what causes people to change into vampires?
A true vampire killing will cause them to immediately turn into a vampire spawn. Well, killing via bite attack, and they are choosing to raise them. After they are completely and truly dead, then they will either rise immediately, they will immediately begin the transformation immediately, or they will stay dead. So, the fact that they're lying here implies that they're not going to come back up, unless they're faking.
And they wouldn't have a pulse, there's no way to check.
And also, getting in here for a true vampire would mean that someone had to have, like, a true vampire already has an invitation. And getting a true vampire to do that, getting a vampire spawn, like turning someone that already has an invitation to a vampire spawn, which, from what you've been able to gather, is the method they used, doable. Getting a true vampire to receive an invitation on accident, difficult.
I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Count Respel.
Alright.
And
will you now proceed, or are you going to...
I'm going to keep proceeding, yes.
As you follow the bodies, you encounter a grand total of 6 dead servants.
I'm going to cover them as I go as well, just with sheets or anything that's nearby.
Also, this is like a dark, like you're in the basement, like this is a dark part of the manor, like there is no light here. You hear sounds from a struggle up ahead. You hear a magic incantation, and it's like see a flash of light, like as if some sort of fire has just suddenly been lit down the hall. What do you like to do?
Down the hall, am I 60 feet away?
Not quite.
I'm going to tell Count Hresfel to run, like, to stay with me, and I'm going to run down the hall until I get within 60 feet, and then I'm going to cast Daylight down the hall.
Alright, you cast Daylight, and it's going, like, it bursts into light for a moment, and then suddenly, like, you feel, like, the magic in that area, like, it gets winked out, like, it just got dispelled. You see another flash of light, and then suddenly, like, you hear a screech, and you burst down the hall, and you see a vampire spawn, like, with a hole, with like a hole in its chest, like singed. You see Mosey against the other wall, like barely, like breathing extremely hard, like holding his wand out in front of him.
I'm going to immediately run over to Mosey and cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
Which I believe is 2d8 plus 5. 17 points of damage.
Wow. All right. Yeah. You watch as his wounds close up. You brought him back up to max.
Sweet.
He doesn't have very much HP, so that's not that hard to do. But good job.
Oh boy.
Does the vampire spawn disintegrate like it's dead?
It's still healing.
It's still healing.
But it looks like it's on death's doorstep.
Cast Spiritual Weapon really quick and just smack it with Spiritual Weapon.
Roll to hit with advantage because it's prone.
That's really terrible.
Yeah.
13 to hit.
13. That will actually hit.
Oh, sweet.
Nice, cool.
And the Spiritual Weapon is a d8
Yes.
plus 5. Nice. That is going to be 12 points of damage.
So close.
Dang it.
Vampire's turn. He's going to jump up and run at you, like run towards you, and then he's going to change direction and make a stab with a dagger towards Count Hresfeld.
I'm going to jump in front of it if I can as a reaction.
Sure. I will say that's an automatic hit then.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. He's going to choose to grapple instead,
Okay.
and now he's going to make a bite attack.
A bite attack. Okay.
Nibble on your neck.
Not one.
Can I take an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not great still. Gosh, freaking dang it. It is better. 17.
If it's better, then it hits.
Yes. I am just going to be hitting actually with my dagger, I think. Because
you can use your spiritual weapon.
I'll use my spiritual weapon.
He rolled a nat 1. I'll allow it. No, you don't have to quite.
Same amount of damage. 12 points of damage.
You left him at 1 HP last round. At the beginning of a vampire spawn's turn, they regenerate 10.
So by 1 HP.
Yeah, baby! And the vampire
And I hit it with radiant damage.
It was radiant damage?
I'm pretty sure does spiritual weapon
does force damage.
Is it force damage? Oh, never mind.
Just bonked him on the head twice.
Well, if it dies, they don't regenerate anymore anyway.
Oh yeah, good point.
They would be left with 1 HP. I was just wondering because if it gets radiant damage, then like this is way better for killing vampires than I thought. Alright, but yeah, he's now dead. Mosey's like still breathing hard in the corner, but like lowers his one, just relaxes.
I have no more level 2 spell slots.
Alright,
okay.
It's around this time that you guys rush in, having heard the commotion after looking for Tother.
What happened down here?
I don't really know. There was a vampire spawn that was attacking Mosby. He should be okay. I cast Cure Wounds on him, but...
Thank you so much. Another minute longer, I think I would have been dead.
I think it all would have worked out.
What time of day is it?
Afternoon.
Okay.
They're getting bolder. They're finding ways inside.
This is also just like 20 minutes after your encounter with vampires, so like
Recent.
theoretically the same wave.
What is it?
I have a guess as to what happened. I possibly think that a true vampire bribed people that had already been invited into the household and then turned them into vampire spawn so they could go in even though because they had already received an invitation.
Well, is this all?
Well,
this
that may
serves?
be, Count Crestfell is going to put in something. That could be the possibility, but if it is, then that eliminates a significantly larger number of people than I think you realize. The average servant here is not the master of the house. They are not eligible to offer invitations to vampires. There are only a select few people here that can do so.
Well, I mean, any of your servants have already received an invitation into the house.
And so that invitation would stand even after their turning. I think I will have to rescind the invitation of all people and have everyone, I suppose, be invited in every time. Or impose. Be rude, so to speak.
It's not a bad option.
While an implied invitation is given any time by those that is given to all that live here, a direct clarification of the invitation being revoked should stop vampires from being able to enter this way.
That sounds about right. It should work.
But
keep us safe for a bit.
if your assessment is correct, and that means that there are only 5 or so people that could have potentially been bribed.
Are they all dead now?
We will have to see. One is myself. I know that is not true, though for your sake of inspection, I think that it would be best for you to be aware of that as an option. The second would be Alethra. The third would be my house steward. The fourth would be my invalid grandfather. And the fifth is going to look over and is going to say, well, Mosey technically has permission to authority to invite those to join to enter my manor, but specifically to magic users for seeking asylum. As such, the ability to invite a vampire should be beyond him as well.
Technically, though, technicalities are dangerous.
Unless specifically the vampire was seeking asylum and could use magic, they should not be able to enter. But it is still a possibility, which is why I mention it once again.
Just a strange question, but say there was a vampire that got access. Would the true vampire that's over your servant vampire now, would he gain access because he's in control of the...
No. Each of the servants, while acting under orders, are essentially puppets.
Okay.
If not given orders, they have significant autonomy, but while under orders, they can only follow said orders. With some degree of creativity, but to the very strictly, to the exact spirit and letter of the command.
I'm gonna go start taking a closer look at some of those bodies and maybe look at the amount of time that they've been dead, things like that.
All right. As you're just looking to see if they could possibly be faking or turning into vampires?
Well, not just that, but like, when did this attack technically start? And
Gotcha. In that case, roll me an investigation check.
investigation check. All right, guys, you've been rolling decently well. Please continue to do so. Okay, that's not terrible, but I don't think my investigation. 10.
10. All right. So, best you can tell from the heat of the bodies, they've all died within minutes. Like they're still warm. They're cooling, but they're definitely cool to the touch, but like not as cold as a long dead body should be.
Krorm? Should we attack now?
I think we need to make a plan, have resources in order, and then strike them.
Well, it is noon, so we still have...
It's afternoon, like you have about 4 hours of daylight left.
We have only a few hours of daylight left, and I don't have high hopes for the night.
The night will be a tough one. But if we can survive the night and strike during the day, that would be ideal. Get resources now, make a proper plan. There could be hope. I'm going to turn to the Count. Right? Count?
Yep. Alethra is also here, but she's not really paying attention. Well, she's not drawing attention.
A quick idea that ran through my brain. It's not worked out, so again, don't trust it that much. But we will need to take out the Inquisition, the High Inquisitor. We're going to need resources and allies. It would be a bloodbath.
As soon as you start talking, Alethra is like going to like shoot a warning glare over at you, but as you keep going on, like the Count is going to like just like listen as you speak. But then he's going to say, "I believe I told you before when I took you in. I do not believe that violent revolution is going to solve anything. Should we eliminate this one High Inquisitor, they will simply replace him with another. And should I do that as well, I will suddenly become a wanted man. What little good I can do now will be taken away."
Yeah, just an idea that came to my head.
The law must be respected. While they cheat and try and find loopholes to their own rules and to the laws that they follow, they still follow the laws.
Understood, sir. Just an idea.
Also, like, I'm going to say, like, when he says that with utmost conviction, like, without any doubt, you feel like he believes those words, despite the fact that you've seen with your own eyes, they don't really respect the laws in the slightest.
Respect is not.
And the only reason that they respect this one is because they don't have a choice.
Say, Count, is there any loopholes that may help us with the law?
I will start looking for a case, but I'll not be looking for loopholes. I'll be looking for aggression. I will be taking this up. I will be pushing this as hard as I can.
Understood.
But killing the High Inquisitor is not the answer.
Also, I believe that we should be taking shifts, guarding his door at night from now on.
Alethra is going to just like clear her throat. She's going to say, rather than door, I would recommend windows.
That makes sense.
Vampires can climb up walls as just
Are there
natural
windows
thing.
in the bedroom?
Yes.
It makes it sunny, but also easy to enter.
That's a good point.
It's I don't know much about fighting vampires, but that would be my recommendation.
I propose a sleepover then. Yes? Yeah?
You won't even know we're there.
That actually
could
could
be
work.
prudent at this time.
We just sleep in his room with him. Watch the windows. We're all there for assistance.
I never give him the assurance of his ideas,
Okay.
but this one idea might work.
Ooh.
But you have to trust me, and you're gonna have to trust him.
Count Rasfelg is going to like seem a little uncomfortable with the suggestion, but he's going to say, I suppose it does seem prudent for the moment. Though you said that they brought you with them? They could I don't know if I'm a target. They may just very well be trying to end a grudge with you.
I don't know why would they have a grudge with us.
Me neither.
I'm not sure if this is necessary, but I suppose I'll trust your judgment.
We're gonna need some time to plan this out a little more.
Oh, very well. I still need to organize a roll call of the servants, and Mosey does not appear to be in any shape to assist me. So, if you'll excuse me, I will be going to do that now. Tother, if you wish to accompany me again, I would be grateful. But it seems that you have planning to do.
Put my hand on your shoulder. We need you, buddy.
Alethra is going to just like nods at you and she's going to say, "Might I accompany you? And she's going to walk off with him.
Thank you, my love.
Can I assign a Guardian of Faith to protect someone?
Guardian of Faith stays in one spot.
Yeah,
But I could just put it in
his room.
his room.
You could cover the door with a Guardian of Faith and then the window yourself. That would be a good option.
Makes sense. That might be a way of doing that.
After everyone leaves, we just kind of stay there talking.
Y'all are staying in this deep dark room?
Yes.
Okay, cool. After a moment, Mosey's going to like push himself up and he's going to say, "Thank you very much for the healing." He's going to pat you, he's going to pat you on your slightly armored, slightly furry shoulder, and he's going to
I want to stop him.
wander on off. Oh yes.
Is it alright if I kind of check you for bite marks? I just want to inspect him, see if he got bit at all.
Roll investigation. I'm not saying this as a confirmation of him doing it. I'm having him do it because he's looking. I'm just being very clear. This does not imply there's something to be found.
Yeah, that's what they always say. And then just like, investigation.
Cool. 18.
18. There are no bite marks that you can see.
Alright. I kind of give him like this half-hearted pat down, just shoulders, sides of his body, and his leg. I'm like, you're good to go. Now get on out, you need some sleep.
Yeah. In addition to, since you got an 18 and you're patting him down, in addition to you noticing that he does not have any bite marks, he is also appears to have been sweating recently. Sweating is not something that vampires do. They're not alive, and therefore don't get cold.
I was like,
They're always cold to the touch.
he's
They
a
don't
vampire and
sweat.
he's sweaty? What the?
If he was a vampire and sweat, well, then this would be an extremely unusual thing.
Yes, I was just checking.
Let's
That or an incredibly good disguise.
let's take this upstairs, somewhere where there's more light, and we can also scout out his room.
How long does daylight last?
We got like
We got dispelled,
3-4
didn't
hours
we?
right now. Oh, that.
On the
Alright.
way up,
I'm going to allow you guys to go plan, and I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom. Well, actually, what were you about to say?
No, I was gonna say on the way up we're gonna talk.
All right, cool.
Just
While we're in the room, as we're getting ready to leave, Tother, you kind of mentioned it before, but he may not be after the Count at all, but just us. And all these people died because of us being here already. So we were thinking that we just leave. Even though
There's only an issue with that. We need to make sure that Vrash knows that we left. Because the second we leave and he continues to target this place, it's gonna be in ruins.
it won't survive.
They
He's
won't.
already gotten a way in. He'll find another way. He'll break laws. He'll do whatever he can. He already, again, has our scent, knows where we are. We leave this place. Sure, he doesn't have as much power, but he still can track us down.
here we are. I wanted to do it today because we had a few hours of sunlight, but now it's getting too dark. I'm thinking noon tomorrow we'd go to Vrash's place, of course, and pull him out into the sun.
Don't think it'll be that easy.
I don't think it'll be that easy either.
We only just have to get him outside. He has that anti-magic.
That's the issue.
It's the issue.
Once it's up, I can't dispel it and I can't counter it.
That's why we have to get him outside.
How? We'll be powerless. We can't use any spells to move him. I'm as weak as, I don't know, that stick over there. I can't move a thing.
I think just with a little thinking, we can figure it out. Because he can counter spells, he has anti-magic. But what if we're faster?
Faster than a true vampire.
Yes.
You saw the way he moved the other night? He can fly, he can climb, he can run. He has all-terrain.
All we need is just to get him outside. Not across the country, or run away from him.
What if we do run?
He'll have to chase us, if he wants to. But again, we're thinking only him. He could send others as well to fight. I don't think it'll be a 3-on-1 fight.
We could in the morning. At sunbreak. Right as vampires are going in and guards are coming out. People will be tired.
But how do we get in?
We just run right out of the front gate.
We could try running out the front gate, the tower, or are you thinking running out of this place? Because again, like Topher said, we leave, he attacks the sanctuary. Those deaths are on us.
We have to make sure that he knows that we've left.
He knew we were at the sanctuary before. He knows everything. He has a good eye. So if he sees us riding off, maybe on some horses, out of this place, him will see us, or a vampire will see us.
Topher, you've disguised yourself before. He might not be after Rushville. But again, another idea. I have a lot of them coming, none of them good. But we can ourselves turn in the Count. Disguised.
And you're the Count?
No. He's the Count.
Eli, your brother says I should kill you all.
No, yeah, he always says that. You disguise yourself as the Count.
Ah, I like where we're going now. Back to the whole...
I'm sorry, his ideas are working. You disguise yourself as the Count. You use that duplicate of yours to fill in as a double for you. Therefore, all three of us are there. We bring in the Count, the one that can issue the invitation. He gains access into the place where all the people with magic are. And he gets that invitation, he gets us, but it's a trap we set for him. We get close and personal, and I haven't thought that far. Stake him, hit him with holy water or something.
The only way we can truly kill him is finding out where his resting place is, and then killing him after he's there.
It's a lot of information and gaining intel that we don't have time for. I'm assuming where he is in the tower,
Yes.
which I'm sure is guarded by hundreds of vampires.
What if we go in politically? We have the count. We could go in asking for some sort of peace treaty. And maybe get the peace treaty through persuasion. And no one has to die.
Twister really likes talking.
He does love talking.
I could be the count. I always thought of myself as a political figure, you could say, or a hero.
So our options are
Be sure you, no one else has thought that way.
go into the tower and take it to his house,
I'm not an NPC. I'm just
escape through the front gate in the broad daylight, or
Back.
option 3. I don't know. I prefer to have 3 options when making a plan.
What was your first option? Never mind. I should know.
Third option. We could do what we were doing before. We could just keep hopping from place to place, running.
But for how long?
That seems kind of boring, to be honest.
It's not about being boring, it's about being safe. I'm assuring
It's not very safe either, so.
we have to account for killing him properly, his anti-magic, and the other vampires. We need proper tools to kill him when and if we lose our magic.
That vampire spawn had commands to kill Count Cresswell.
I'm assuming once the Count's dead, the invitation's gone.
Yes.
They are targeting him because they know that's how they can get to us. We are currently a danger, Count Cresswell.
That's what I said.
So for you're a cleric, right?
Yes.
Might be a stupid idea. My brain's coming up with a lot of them recently.
That's normal.
I'll pull off the side my bag of holding. Can you make it holy?
Can I make it
A
whole?
bag of holding that's holy.
What do you want me to do? Cast guidance on it?
I want you to sanctify all the water that we put inside of there.
David's face goes quiet and still.
Rules as written says to sanctify water, all it takes is a first level spell slot and 25 gold worth of powdered silver.
Oh, do we have 25
It doesn't matter how much there is, it just
I
says
think
that.
there is a specification. I'm checking this rules right now.
If we make it holy, it's not magic.
What is that? 38 square feet of...
That's 5. The bag of holding can hold up to 500 pounds.
Of water.
500 pounds worth of water. Holy
I'm
water.
fairly certain it says 1 vial.
That'd be a lot of money.
I mean, does the bag of holding technically count as 1 vial?
Well, spreading 1 vial on a weapon makes it deal an extra d4 radiant damage. So if you want to call that a vial, then you're going to get a lot of water for more than 1 weapon.
And if I'm correct, his magic, anti-magic goes up, magic items and spells deactivate. Everything spills out of the bag of holding, including all 500 pounds of the water.
Okay, so it does not clarify an amount.
Told you, as rules as written.
So, since I do rules as rule of cool, that rather than rules as written, but also I like to not destroy myself for all future things because this is in the same world of mine. We are going to put a limit on it.
Shame.
It must be a container that you can hold.
You want the bag of holding?
Yes.
That's 62 gallons of water.
Basically, I'm not saying don't try to bless the ocean.
We can't bless the ocean, but we can bless a small lake. Or a small pond.
That's 62 gallons of water.
You know what? I feel like this is a reasonable amount of holy water to create. However, be aware, it will not necessarily... Actually, no, this is how I'm going to rule this. You can bless as much water as you desire. But the more water you are blessing, the more decreased the effects are.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
But I will allow you that if you wish to bless a particularly large thing of water, instead of increasing the amount of time you may do, you may just spend buy more material components for it.
To make it the same amount.
Like
Potency.
And we'll say that the full potency can is for one vial, like one dose of it. But if you wanted to make 2 doses at the same time, spend 50 gold. If you want to make 3, 75 gold. You can do it all at the same time with one thing, as long as you have this sufficient material.
My idea just got worse. Is it possible to ask the DM to leave the table at the moment?
I'm concerned.
You gave me a couple weeks to think about this. This idea has been brewing. Okay. Bag of holding, holy watered. Vortex warp. It has to be a solid place, or it can be a liquid. Bag of holding opens, vortex warp the vampire. If he tries to get out of it, counterspell, close him inside.
Okay.
The only thing is that he's currently in a magic area.
That's why we go political. I'll be the count.
No.
If he gets inside, he's drowning inside water, holy water. Vampires don't need to breathe, but the bag of holding gives you no air. Or we can just go the complete bomb route and get another bag of holding and send him to another plane of existence.
With the bunch of holy water.
So we can do those routes. Those are my brewing stupid ideas.
Do I have a bag of holding? I do not.
I thought you took one before.
No, I didn't.
We can find another.
I actually don't have any magic items.
Oh, you're supposed to take some.
I didn't realize.
Take a bag of holding.
What?
Take the bag of holding. And then we make the bomb.
Holding.
Can we put a bag of holding inside a bag of holding?
We do that though. It's a one-way trip for whoever is holding it near the count. Or near the lord. The vampire lord.
Why is that?
Because whoever's near it gets sucked in to, I believe it's the ethereal, no, it's the astral plane.
If they get put into the bag of holding.
No, if the bag of holding gets put inside the bag of holding.
It's like a black hole effect.
Yes.
Take a bag of beans.
Okay, we can bring the DM back in probably.
I do have mage hand.
Okay, DM, you're good.
DM asks players to leave. Players ask DM to leave.
Ready, David?
But that's just a theory. A game.
Alright, I'm curious to see what you guys came up with.
We don't know if it'll work.
It's just stupid brain.
Well, stupid brain do think that works sometime.
It's true.
True.
It works quite a lot of the
So
time.
how does holy water affect vampires again?
And if you can chuck it at, you can chuck a vial at any creature. If the target is a fiend or an undead, it takes 2d6 radiant damage. If you spread it on a weapon for the next minute, it will deal an additional d4 radiant damage when it hits.
2d6.
If you just pour it on them,
That will be the same thing as
Throwing it?
chucking it at them, except no ranged attack needed.
so
But
just
wouldn't it
do
count
D6.
as running
Unless they're,
water?
well, I mean, It requires like a large body of running water. It doesn't count itself for that.
Didn't run it. Stupid. Alright.
Well, we have some ideas of what we could do. None of them very solid, but all ideas. So if it comes to it, Twister, could you possibly counterspell him if the time needs to?
Oh, absolutely.
Because that anti-magic field is going to be the bane of our existence.
Yeah.
Let's rest up, gain supplies, stock up. Get some wooden stakes, holy some water.
Holy some water.
All right.
Let's just ask to count for as much powdered silver as he has.
All right. So, what are you guys going to do?
Let's go make some holy water.
Twister, I need you. What are the beds made out of?
The beds are made out of wood.
I need you to break the beds and make as many stakes as you can.
What? Okay, that makes sense. It's like, what do you need wood beds for? Okay, that makes sense.
My brain is cooking.
Just Stevie starts stomping on bed frames.
Don't you think it would be easier to like go to a carpenter and like ask for splinters?
We don't have to break the wood down. Break the beds.
No, guys, we can't break these beds. They're probably expensive.
Make a strength check.
Alright.
Break that bed. I will stab you.
Did you see me pulling the mattress off? With what?
With my dagger.
Do you want to be in charge of getting the stakes then?
Mm-hmm.
But you're the cleric.
You gotta bless the water.
Yeah, but I thought you guys would have more brain cells than this.
Currently,
They share two. He has full ownership of one of them, and they share the other.
I give him half of one of them.
That's not true. I own both.
That's what he likes to think.
That's what we think.
Anyway,
They're on the deed, they belong to him. In practice, they belong to him.
anyway,
Alright.
if you break that bed, I will stab you.
Fine.
He has brain brain. He has brain brain.
I just take the mattress out and just drop it without putting it back in. It's like fine, whatever. Walk away with my hands in the air. Krorm, what are we doing then?
We'll travel together. We'll get the holy water. Then we'll get the stakes.
Don't we have to? We gotta get the water. We gotta get the silver. We gotta.
I empty everything else out of my bag of holding. Just.
Turn it inside out.
Yep. All right. We go down to the lake or body of water, fill it up, then get the supplies needed to bless it, then find wood, make stakes.
That's his job. We just gotta find water and silver.
I think it's better to stay together, given the recent attacks.
Let's split up. As long as we stay in
Told you.
the oh my gosh,
Influence?
the count's influence's territory, we'll be fine.
Sounds good to me then.
Vampire spawner, easy enough to take care of.
Alright.
You take
Especially in
Twister.
daylight.
You have,
take
roughly
Twister with you.
you have roughly 2 more hours of daylight to get things.
Okay.
More.
Well, I'm gonna find just the nearest carpenter shop that is within the count's influence.
It's not that hard.
And I'm just gonna ask for any spare splinters that they have.
They hand over a big box of broken wood, most of which would make very rough but still effective stakes already.
Okay, and I'm going to hand them a gold.
All right. He's gonna look at that. As like, thank you very much, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a compliment. I'm just gonna go and stay within the sphere and fill it up with as much water as I can get my hands on. If there's a lake, I'll drain that lake.
You are nearby the docks.
Salt water!
Holy salt water!
This is on a river, so it's actually fresh water. But
Yeah.
no.
What if we mix it with holy salt?
Put that under.
Anyway,
Vortex.
Sudden whirlpool, bag full, head back in.
Alright.
That's a lot
We can
cooler
probably
than
get back at about the same time. We'll spend my spell slots.
Don't we have to
What
get silver? Or do we
I
just
have
spend gold?
left. Well, I thought you guys already were getting silver.
Where are you gonna get the silver from?
Let's go find some.
Ask the count if he has 75 gold pieces worth of silver. Powdered silver.
There's only 75 gold.
That's for 3 vials.
I only have 3 spell slots. First level spell slots. If I use second level and like all of that, does it count?
Why not? It can double the amount of holy water you're making at once.
Okay. Well, I only have 1/3 level spell slot, but I could use a 6th level spell slot.
Use them all.
Use them all.
Because we're sleeping tonight on full bellies.
That's
Why are you gonna be the full belly?
6.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna fill it up, and on my way filling up from the deck, I'm gonna look around and be like, "Can I get some powdered silver, please, sir?"
Look around for some sort of smith or jewelers or like just.
Yeah, you can find a place that sells precious metals. There's a magic component store here. The only one you've ever seen in the city.
Cool. I walk in. Who is at the counter?
Who is at the counter? It is a
Man,
what?
just make it a man, make it easy.
I have to roll 50. I have to roll 50-50.
Just make it a man, it makes this much easier for you.
It is the shortest man you have ever seen.
The 42. Measures up.
He's bald.
He's aight.
Say, good sir, do you perhaps have any not gold, but silver powder?
Powdered silver? Absolutely. This is actually one of my most in-demand items.
Oh wow, why is that?
But because it is a component for making holy water.
Interesting.
What are you looking for it for, sir?
Holy water.
Ah, yes.
Look at that!
I actually just prefer the taste more than normal water. But how much?
Most magic users that come in here are looking for it because the vampires don't like it very much.
Vampires.
Yep, the
You have
vampires.
850 gold.
Yeah. 518.
Buy all of it.
Anyways, how much powdered silver do you have?
Well, I recently got restocked, so I have 300 gold pieces worth.
500 gold pieces worth.
That's it?
Well, very few people have 300 gold pieces to spend and on this sort of thing. Very few people have more than enough to pay for a single dose.
Do you have any more in the back?
That is what I have in the back.
What's in the front?
Then you would carry it?
10 gold pieces of worth of it as a
He
sample.
must be the dumbest negotiator I've ever seen.
Negotiate.
Lay down to get good prices. Shop.
I don't know if that's how that works.
That's how it works every time. Well, I'll buy all of it. 310 gold worth of.
That's part of the 300 gold pieces. I only have that much. My dealer prefers to. He's eccentric. He likes to work in round dealing. Round
Can I go?
numbers.
Is he nearby?
I haven't seen it. He just barely left port. He was here last week.
He was at port, huh?
Probably be back here next month if you're still around. So I could I could buy some more for you.
No, no need, no
Get a
need. I'll just
extremely
take the
large
300.
All right. You get a lot of holy water material. A lot of holy water material.
That's only 12 vials.
That's 12 vials!
That's 12
That's 24d6! That's 24d6 of holy damage to a vampire.
Well, no.
Because I'm left to fill up the bag.
So here's the thing, guys. I've learned my lesson about saying that there's a lot of things around. My players once decided to buy an entire city's worth of alchemist's fire and oil.
I have heard this story.
After blowing it all up, they calculated how much damage it dealt.
Alright.
It was over 1,000 to a Draco Lich, which should have been harder to fight than that.
Never let your players cook.
Don't let him think too hard.
So basically, what I've learned is never, ever, 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 ever say that there's an unlimited supply of anything, or they'll spend all of their gold on it, and then they will be able to destroy everything.
Makes sense. Anyway, so I blessed this with 12 doses of holy water and silver powder. I used 12 levels of spell slots, if that makes sense.
Holy cow.
I used 1 6th level, 1 5th level, and 1 1st level.
Is that all your spell slots?
No, not all of them.
We could just go for a one shot and just keep going.
Where are you gonna buy it from?
I don't want to risk leaving the Count's area of influence.
Say, Krorm, where do you think we could get more powdered silver?
Please
You think we can make it ourselves?
I need some spell slots. You have 2 hours before sunset.
You're taking it all from me!
Dong.
Is it possible to crush silver?
bells?
Is it possible to crush silvered
I'm
items?
saying that the clock rings. You have 2 hours before
Can we
sunset.
turn silver items into powdered silver pretty easy, or
You can certainly try.
you got any ideas?
No, I think we should be good.
We should be fine. We really should.
All right, let's go back and
Well, no, the
Put
thing
it in
is,
the bag of holding. Put it in the bag of holding.
I also have a bag of holding.
Oh.
Okay. Now we go and we bunker up in Count's bedroom. What happened to the other bed? Why aren't the beds? Where'd you get the stakes from?
I got them from the carpenter shop?
I thought you were gonna take it from the bedroom.
No. We are civilized.
Did you have to break the bed after Tother left? Okay.
Fine, it's fine.
It's all right.
It's
We
fine.
don't break beds. Those are nice to sleep on.
They were.
Tother's like struggling to put the mattress back on. Alright, I think we're gonna bunk down for the night.
You got all
Take a
the-
long rest.
You turned your...
Or you'll try to take a long rest.
I'm going. Oh, shnikes.
You're out of spell slots, bro.
I'm not out of spell slots. I actually have quite a few left. I have all of my 4th level spell slots left.
Don't tell
Hey
me.
Gavin, I'd like to point your attention to one of your particular abilities. Channel Divinity, Turn Undead. Read it real fast.
Okay.
It means you should be good if any undead come to you. You turn them away.
Destroy undead. That is something that I can do. Oh, lower than the threshold for your level. Which I don't know what that means. Where is it? Turn undead.
While in this room, I'm going to cast 2 spells. One, a ritual. One, a 4th level spell.
Okay.
I actually don't think I have.
It's a cleric thing that all
Everyone has it.
It's not showing up so far.
I'm gonna cast hallucinatory terrain in the bedroom.
That sounds kinky.
I'm gonna cast it.
I have destroy undead.
Destroy Undead is a renaming of it.
Oh,
The
really?
entire thing.
When an undead fails its saving throw against your turn, undead feature.
Now go to that feature.
Well, it does. It's not on here.
Let me find it for you.
That's so freaking
It's just not.
weird.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that can see you or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it cannot willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you. It also cannot take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Okay.
So in this room,
Just remember that.
I'm gonna use hallucinatory terrain and essentially make the bedroom slightly different.
Okay.
So essentially, the whole place still gonna look like the Count's room, but the window right there will be blocked by like an invisible wall.
Ah, there it is.
And then once he gets inside of the room, if you were to get inside of the room, it's all shifted towards like the left. So instead, the new window is on like a wall and has been so everything's just turned around and disoriented.
So basically, if you enter through the door, you're going to think a window's in one spot and the wall is in another spot, but the window's actually a wall and the wall's actually a window.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Just gonna disorient whoever may try to come inside.
That will definitely be disorienting. Okay.
And I am going to cast. Guardian of Faith near the door.
How long does the Guardian of Faith last?
8 hours.
That is the entire time of sleeping. Okay. Be aware. That thing. Does that thing attack yourself?
Guardian of Faith?
No, it says a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of your deity. Any creature hostile to you.
Hostile. Okay, thank you.
To a space within 10 feet of the guardian.
Sweet. Well, are you guys going to do anything else before you take a long rest?
I'm doing one more thing, but I'm texting it to you so the others don't know.
Whoa, what am I? I think I'm technically lawful good. Yes. Who's the lawful good god?
Tyr.
Tyr? Okay. Makes sense. And the symbol of Tyr is a hammer, right?
It is a set of scales with a hammer as the balance part.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
And a shield behind them both. Sorry, I forgot about that part.
And that's what appears on like the shield and the sword is that symbol.
Cool. Nice. All right. So as soon as Eli finishes sending me this text,
Krorm, I have an idea.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Krorm was very deeply, yeah.
can you two please plug your ears? This is not something that can be done this way.
Would you like to leave the room?
All right. So, Eli, would you like to tell the people listening what you're doing?
Yeah. Players, Wesley, Gavin, leave the room.
So I have to talk. Are you done?
You two just leave the room.
Okay, well, I'll close my eyes if that's...
Just leave the room.
Well, the microphone can hear you also.
Sorry about it, but...
Wesley, just leave the room.
Poke him.
Just cool out.
Listen, the microphone can hear you when you're talking.
I know, that's why.
All right.
I'm doing a lot of things that require people in the room today.
Wizard problems.
My actions are secreted every time.
All right. So, Eli, would you like to explain what you just texted me?
Yeah. So, in this die situation, Krorm sees no other way out, and therefore he goes into his spellbook, not really wanting to use this, but seeing no other way out, casts Contact Other Plane, and essentially in any way he can, whether it's the outer plane, the lower plane, the higher plane, whatever plane he can get a deal with, and is essentially asking, we need help in this situation, help that my friends make it out of the Rose Empire safe, and in return he will give up anything of his, whatever that cost may be.
All right. So the spell Contact Other Plane first requires you to make me intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
If he fails, he goes insane
It's fine.
and takes a lot of psychic damage.
Base roll is 15.
That is
plus
the DC.
9.
All right. 15 is the DC. So you get 5 questions to the extraplanar deity, the extraplanar entity, and you get to choose who that is. Well,
I'll let you choose it since Krom's just reaching out to whatever he can. Whatever will essentially accept his invitation of, I'll give you whatever in return of a little help.
please roll me a d10.
Bet you weren't expecting all this from me today.
Not at all.
2.
Okay. You have contacted a being. Since you've not specified at all which one, that means that you don't know.
I don't know, and
You may do your questions.
me and my friends are in a dire situation, and I need your help. If I am to give you anything and everything that I have, memories, gifts, abilities, service, will you help getting them out?
What can you offer?
I can offer my undying service, whether it be in magic, studies. I'm willing to offer everything I can.
Alright, I'm going to count responses as questions.
That's fair.
It says in the spell that it's supposed to be one-word answers, but it says the DM can do a short phrase, and I think one-word answers is not sufficient.
For this situation.
Why?
I want nothing more than the only friend I've had to survive this situation. And if it means my being away, then so be it.
What are you willing to do in my service? What are your limits?
I won't harm innocents, and I will not harm my friends here.
You get a vague feeling of satisfaction to that answer. Well, no, I'm going to rephrase that. You get a vague feeling of satisfaction to all of the answers as a whole that you have given.
I'm going to ask one more question. In my service, will I remember my friends, and will I be able to see them again?
Depends. Come back in!
I'm scared, Eli. That was a long whisper.
Well, we love our whispers. Gracias.
That was an intense whisper for me.
That was an intense one for me.
Guess who sponsored this whisper?
Who? Spotify Podcasts. Oh, Spotify Podcast just sponsored this whisper.
That's a lot of whisper.
So when you went to Krorm, he was very much just like deep in his book, deeper than you've seen him before. And like, hey, Krorm's like, yes.
Can I see what page he was on?
That's what I was thinking.
Perception check.
Perception check! Guess what my perception is? Stupid high! 27.
You can get a very good look at this page. Now roll me an Arcana check to see if you understand.
That I am not as good at.
This is a page you would have played.
A dirty one!
The secrets stay hidden.
Alright, here. I will tell you exactly what you see. Okay? So, you see inscribed on this page, there is a circle with a large magic circle with 5 smaller circles going around in going along this circle. In the very center there is a blank spot that basically says fill in rune here, or use this one for random. Then there's various other things like saying put direction, like various other things like put runes here for directing other things. You may draw this circle here in this way in order to direct it towards upper, and this one over here to direct it towards lower. If you go to the sides, then you can go to the other through the other axis. That is what you see.
Good job, Tother. Nice!
This is what happens when you have an incurable world builder's disease. I have a science for magic circles. I will tell you exactly what you see and you will not understand a word of it.
Just like aliens, it's crop circles. He's the creator of crop circles.
This is like you walking into Calculus 2 and you just finished high school algebra.
Is this pre-calc? Oh, I'm in the wrong class.
I just walked into linear algebra. I haven't even taken Math 110 yet.
I actually accidentally did that on my first day of Math 111.
Oh, nice.
I walked into Calculus 5.
Oh my god.
I was not aware that it went that high.
You're taking anti-derivative.
No, they were taking the antiderivative of a 3-dimensional equation.
That's
And that was the review.
okay. Let me moving on.
Krorm finishes getting out of that, and it's very reminiscent to Doctor Strange in like Infinity War when he finished getting out of his like little time snappy thing. It's just very sweaty.
He's not a vampire.
He's not a vampire.
I'm not a vampire.
That's good to know.
Guess what?
you're a
Hair and God don't
you don't
sweat.
sweat.
Oh, that's true. He looks
Vampire. I don't know
Glossy.
how it's for, but I needed it, I guess.
puts in his other satchel that's not his bag of holding that's wet now.
I was thinking, if we confront, the man, not the vampire, what if I just grab him and you pour water all over us?
I mean, you won't be hurt by it.
Exactly. I just, come here, buddy, and he may bite me, but I'm used to being bitten.
Can I stab him with this fork?
Stop it! Stop it! Anyways,
He's like, Krorm's.
Can I have my fork back, Gavin?
I think we have a very good chance. I read over some things, prepped some spells, and I have a higher attitude about this.
that doesn't seem normal.
Let's just say I ran my theories better this time.
When can I know about it?
Hopefully we won't need to know about them.
So it's just a contingency.
Another contingency, yes.
That
Just
doesn't
trust,
mean
Twister, that my plan and your plan will both work.
So which one are we using?
Both of ours will work. Yours will.
All right, cool. Long rest time?
Long rest time.
Are you guys setting a watch?
We are setting
Definitely
a watch.
setting a watch.
We are setting a watch.
Who's first? This is
Well, let me
extremely
say-
relevant.
I will take second watch. I feel like that's when an attack
I'll take the first
would
one.
happen.
I guess I'll take third.
Cool.
Roll sorry.
All right, cool.
That's not my job.
Perception checks. Yes, Gavin, you're correct, and you may absolutely say so. I have no problem with that.
13.
13.
You have a
You will get up and you watch. You have a panic attack when something slams against the window that is now a wall, and then it shivers and goes through the illusion for a second. You see an owl pressed against the glass because birds can't see glass, and then it just slides down, just nothing.
poor owl.
And then the rest of the day is just boring. Okay, watch 2.
Your turn, Tother. Don't mess up. Hard to. Oh, okay.
What the? Okay, 17.
Oh, we got it. I thought that was a
this
3. I
session
was like,
exciting.
no way.
17. All right. You are watching, and you are your rabbit ears are peaked,
Why is
ready
he
for
pulling out a
anything.
He's pulling out a notebook. He's tearing off a piece of paper.
I don't think you need to narrate these things, but
Yeah, you are watching. You're just watching everything.
You see the narrator pull a piece of paper.
let him
Distracting me.
let him cook.
He's now scribbling.
I've been cooking for weeks.
I am so nervous. I have butterflies in my stomach right now.
I'm ready to sacrifice myself for the greater good.
I sacrificed myself for Pakistan.
It's actually 9:50.
It seems that the DM is now pondering.
So we should start at 6.
As he
Right.
writes.
Let's just start at 6. Oh, there goes that alarm.
The narrator is pondering why the narrator's narrating the narrator.
I've done a lot of moves today
All right, cool.
that were not expected.
So suddenly you hear a very quiet knock at the door. And then the door creaks open and you see a figure in red armor, red feminine armor, over there. Her sword is currently sheathed. Not drawn. It's not she's not on high alert right now.
Okay. The Guardian does not attack because she's not hostile.
Yes, the Guardian does not attack. And I'm going to say if the Guardian attacks, you will know.
Makes sense. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna try not to wake anyone up. Say, Red Knight, what are you doing here?
Just checking up. Any problems?
Not yet. You had an owl at the window, and that's it.
All right. I just felt like I needed to come over here. Oh, and before I forget, she reaches into a belt pouch, and pulls out a tiny folded piece of paper, and pulls it out to you. That needs to get to Krorm.
Krorm?
I need to be on my way. And she goes back out the door and continues on her patrol.
Read it, isn't he?
Okay.
All right. The rest of your watch is uneventful.
Krorm, I'm gonna wake you up for your watch, and I'm gonna say, a certain person stopped by and dropped this off for you.
Okay. Okay, I'm scared now.
And I'm just gonna curl into a little ball and fall asleep.
Now, Krorm is reading the piece of paper written by the narrator.
The narrator narrates the narrator of the narrator.
Suddenly.
Another narrator. Narratorception.
Let's move on. All right. Krorm, perception check.
Something very dangerous. Oh no!
10.
Oh, okay, it's not bad, but it's
Not good. This is the watch when everything happens.
Wait, I forgot to use the skull thing.
The narrator is disappointed.
The dungeon master and evil overlord of this world is indeed disappointed.
Since he has rolled a
Incompetent minions.
Nice.
Tother.
Teether.
Your guard in your sleep. I need you to make me a perception check with triple disadvantage.
With triple
This
disadvantage.
is more of a self-awareness check while you're asleep.
That's fair.
Find another.
Hey, you want someone mine?
Actually, no. We're gonna do it differently. You're gonna make a single perception check, and you're gonna subtract 15.
Subtract 15! Holy guacamole!
Want to see this happen? Nice.
Perception, you said?
So that'll be 11.
26 minus 15, which is an 11.
Your guardian of faith attacks something, and you don't recognize it because you are asleep. In your dream, your guardian attacks something, and you do not wake up.
What do I see?
My guardian of faith attacks something?
The door cracks open, and you see just swirling mist for an instant.
Did it make a dexterity saving throw?
Like,
Yes, that's what it failed. I gotta reroll again. Yes.
oh no! You're just gonna see it, and
Thank you for giving me a way to get rid of that 3.
what?
Right.
Brash.
He takes 20 damage, correct?
20 damage.
Okay. I just assumed he automatically took that. I didn't realize it was a saving throw. Sorry.
Just Varash. Is this you?
Stench of suds.
I need to roll some dice, but I don't have enough dice, so I'm pulling up the Google
You're
Dice
not waking
Roller.
any of us up?
Let him cook.
Krom's going through a life
Crisis.
change, you could say.
His alignment is changing.
All right, you're as you watch,
changing?
every sense at high alert. Okay.
I should have. I don't have alarm. I wish I had alarm.
I had alarm. I didn't set it up this time. There are other things occupying my mind.
He did that on purpose.
I literally thought about it before. I'm like, I could set this up, but I'm preoccupied.
All right. What is your current HP?
Power word kill.
Every power to kill. 64.
You die.
You feel hands press against your head, and then you fall asleep.
Yay!
1 minute later, You wake up from the modified sleep spell. What would you like to do?
Frantically looking around for where the others are. Like where I'm at and where those two
The
are.
count's dead, bro.
The others are fine.
The count is 100% dead.
Just the count. Where's the count?
Gone. And on the bed, there's a note.
No, she died.
Just gonna pick up the note.
She went to go fight for Ash and died.
What does it say?
My friends, your friends. City Square, 1 hour.
What time of the night is it?
It is, we're gonna say it's 3 o'clock in the morning. That's roughly, 4 o'clock in the morning. That's
The
roughly 1
demon's
hour into
hour.
the last watch, your last watch.
It's not enough for a long rest.
You have successfully taken a long rest because you were there. Roll me a Constitution check. You have not.
A
taken long
Constitution
rest.
saving throw, or
You will
just
also make a
check?
Constitution check. Doesn't matter.
No,
No, it doesn't.
it doesn't matter for me because
Dirty 20.
You successfully take a long rest. You do not.
okay,
Any
that
spell
doesn't.
slots or anything.
No, I was fine.
And besides, he's a warlock. He gets the
He
maximum
gets a
short
short
rest. You have taken multiple short rests.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Oh me.
look at the note.
Yeah. It's glad that
Whoever you are, or whatever is out there, now could be a really great time. And just gonna go over to the others and just wake up. And shake him awake.
Rachel, what's wrong?
He's gone.
Rachel?
He's gone.
Rachel's
count.
gone?
He's gonna hop up and just like start looking around the room, looking for any sort of tracks, wherever the, like anything.
He's gonna
Perception.
remove the hallucinatory terrain, so then you can actually see what's there.
I just sit up and like, is there breakfast already?
Twister, the count's gone.
What? Count Dracula?
Slap.
All right, so 14 on perception check. So there are a couple of things you notice.
Oh boy.
First thing you notice that there is a mark on, like, there's a scuff mark on the wall, the wall that previously looked like it was a window, like as if someone had been like trying to get out through it. And you can see that like a slight remains of a burned magic circle. Like, yeah, there's a magic circle nearby the actual window.
Does it look like the one that I saw in the book?
No, nothing at all. Just like that one.
Did a ritual in less than a minute? Nice.
It only has 2 circles on the rings.
There's like some room.
You gonna-
type screw.
Krorm also
Can I try and take a look at it and see?
Arcana check.
While you're like looking around, Krorm hasn't really moved from like waking you up and just like holding the note in his hand. Just they took him.
Krorm, I know you won the
9.
bed already. I just grab it.
9.
I just start reading.
It has. It is the circle is significantly smaller, and the 2 circles like connect in the middle. There is no central room, but it does bear some slight similarities to the one that you had seen from the previous spell. Like they look like they could be from the same school of magic, but you have no clue what they do. You're not an arcane caster. You're not aware of how these things work. You just kind of do it, and it works.
I read the note. I'm
You
like,
could like ask either of the arcane casters next to you.
You can let me know.
Guys, what the freak does this symbol mean?
Don't look at it.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
I'll look at it too.
Is that harder for them now? Because I tried to do an Arcana check.
No, it's easier for them because of the lower DC, because this is the kind of magic they cast.
22.
22.
Holy.
That's magic circle from Dimension Door.
They teleported out of here.
Krorm, stop. Come back here. What happened?
Sorry, I said there were only 2. There are 4. Misty Step is the one with only 2.
I didn't go anywhere. The Count was taken. They teleported him out of here. They want us in the square in an hour.
Did you just watch this all happen?
No, they knocked me out.
Ow.
The door opened, some mist came in. Next thing I know, Count's gone.
Alright.
I love Misty Step. It's the best
I just
spell.
crumple it up and throw it on my shoulder.
They missed this
Okay.
They just needed a line of sight.
What time is it?
And then
3?
they were behind him. He rolled poorly on perception.
I rolled poorly on perception. I also
also
rolled
did.
poorly on perception.
Well, you had a minus 15.
And a very low.
That meant that you got 26.
Alright.
Did nothing.
What's the plan?
We get the Count back from the square.
Mm-hmm.
We let the lady know. You might need it. No, we can't let her know. She'll be a
She'll
liability.
kill you.
No, she'll kill me, and you, and you.
No, I think it's
If
your
we
fault.
take her with us, and the Inquisitor's there, he'll take control, and she'll have to fight us.
Yeah, we can't tell her.
So we have to go on our own.
I was expecting that. Does anybody have any water?
Someone roll me a d20 to see how bad of a you have with the lady.
12.
Alright, cool. She does not show up randomly.
Good. How far of a drop is it from the window?
Well, you're on the third story, so about 35 or so feet.
Okay, not bad.
Actually, just 30 feet.
Okay.
You can Misty Step down.
I don't want to use spell slots yet.
Start getting all my stuff on, and if I had it off, I just start. Alright. Zip. Clink.
I'm gonna tiptoe through the house, not to let Alethra know that we're leaving or anything strange happened.
My light rabbit foot just lets me walk through the
All right.
house.
You walk past your Guardian of Faith, which you are now very aware has had exactly one use you taken up.
I'm just gonna dispel it at this point. There's no use having it up.
Alright. Stealth check, you said that you wanted to be stealthy, so stealth check from everyone.
I should be better at stealth, but I am not.
You rolled a 12.
That one's better than the second one I rolled.
I always
That was stupid.
dirty 20.
Alright.
16 then for mine.
12.
12 total?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Alethra's perception.
Minus 15 because she's not sleeping.
What?
I was like, minus 15, but then I realized she doesn't sleep as a vampire.
Vampires actually do sleep.
Oh.
But she sleeps less. Not because of vampire powers. Just because
The Count.
she is obsessive like all vampires are, and so she takes this very seriously. What is your wisdom modifier? Alright, cool. You guys sneak out. Whether you manage to get out unseen is yet to be seen.
Can I just take a look around? See if we-
Perception check.
30, 20?
As you're looking around, you see Alethra pushing around. She does not appear to have noticed you. Of course she's out. She's not sleeping for the next several days, probably.
Do you have a bag?
Backpack.
Okay, I'm gonna slip my book in there.
What book?
I don't worry about it. Well, I'm not telling you, I'm telling you.
Oh. Pen?
Yeah. The DM.
Wait, you're telling me... what?
He's trying to sneak a book into my backpack.
I'm sneaking a book into his backpack.
Oh yeah, roll. Sleight of hand.
Do I roll against it or anything?
Do I see
Passive
this?
perception. Passive perception, both of you.
For the sleight of hand?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Oh yeah.
Dang it!
I don't know, 11.
My passive perception is 19.
Nice.
I'm doing all the things I want to
in there.
do today.
Well, does my perception check also count as that?
Nope. If anything, it detracts from it because you're looking for Alethra, not him.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
The point of a perception check is you have a specific thing that you're looking for, and you're only looking for that.
That makes sense.
All right. So
I
You
don't
guys
feel this.
make your way
It's a
down
light book.
to.
It's like a small notebook.
You guys make your way down towards the city
I
square.
think I have a backpack.
Nobody bothers you. I don't care if you're stealthy or not. Like no vampires bother you along the way.
We're probably hustling then. We're moving.
All
This
right.
is the night we die. If no one's coming for us after every other night, they are wanting us.
Eli, I don't have a backpack.
What did you take for your pack?
He has a coin pouch.
It's a small enough bag. Or at least with paper.
A bag of sand.
Whatever bag I can find. Shoom.
That's a
It's like
sack of sand.
It's like It's like this is like
You
the
do
book
realize that
sucking.
I also.
I don't know if I have a
right?
pouch big enough for that, to be honest.
he's going to find a way to put it.
It will go in there.
You could just ask me.
You also have a jacket,
Yeah.
right? He puts it in your pocket.
I don't know if I have a jacket.
Anyway,
So you got nice clothes, right? That's part of it.
Alright, fine. Okay.
He puts it on your person. Okay, moving on. You guys walk down. Is there anything you would like to do before dramatic entrance to the place?
Can I cast polymorph on myself?
You can.
I want to go over the plan one more time, boys.
I don't want to waste a spell slot like that.
Usually a good idea to not waste spell slots, yeah. You also can't cast spells while an animal.
Yeah, you can't cast spells on an animal, but if I
Well, not the ones with a verbal component, but just all but like 3 of them.
But I can turn myself into a gorilla and be much better at hand-to-hand combat.
You can do that. But why would you do that when you could turn yourself into a giant gorilla?
Smash.
Or a T-Rex?
Smash damage.
Well, because it has to be lower than my. The CR has to be lower than my
And what is your level?
11.
There is no beast higher than CR 8.
Coming out, baby.
That's a CR 1. Why would you limit yourself to that?
A giant help.
What is the highest?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'm looking up the stat log for Tyrannosaurus Rex really quick.
They do not deal magical damage, be aware. But biting into some holy water should fix that.
There you go. You screwed it up. You screwed it up.
Take a little brush, put it on my.
Well, you don't want to be doing that on camera.
Alright.
Okay.
Brushing your teeth?
No, not that.
Alright.
Alright, boys, what's the plan of attack? One more time.
We get in, we get the count, and, well, you know, we have a bag. And we're out in the open this time, so we can't drown him in his tower.
What if we just have him do his, like, door thingy, pull him out, and then we could either run away, or me and you could...
use dimension door.
They can, we can't. Any form of teleportation.
Well,
That's by
don't
the
forget, you can teleport in the city. You can't teleport through the wall, from one side of the wall to the other. You used Dimension Door in the city and it was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't until you tried to go to the ethereal plane, to any plane other than the material plane, like, from what you've seen, the barriers, like, there's a barrier between planes, and there is a, by the way, Eli, the DC was higher than 15. 15 says in the spell.
He was higher than
It is
that.
higher than that. You were lucky. You actually beat it by only 2.
I love getting my
So there's a
way.
barrier between planes that is keeping things from going through.
I'm scared.
And there is also a barrier from physical transport from one side to the other. You can basically think of the city as its own separate plane of existence. Attempting to leave it is difficult.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So, you think we could try the whole teleport door thingy-majigger?
We could try that.
And then me and Krorm could one-shot him somehow, just take him out.
Wake up!
I like your plan. Let's do it.
Let's do it, boys.
Mind you, that's like... No, nothing.
Follow me.
Alright.
As you wish, Captain.
Do you wish to approach stealthily or just walk straight in?
Let's try to approach stealthily first.
Alright, stealth checks from everyone.
Good stealth.
Perception checks from me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oops.
7.
Dirty 20.
24.
All right. And tell me exactly how you're approaching. Describe yourselves, please.
I would say that we're just kind of going through the alleyways, kind of less seen, less preferred methods, and then trying to just slowly work our way up, kind of monitoring, making sure no one's following us and stuff like that.
Sneaking through the streets. I'm assuming you're staying together?
Yes.
All right.
I am kind of lagging behind. I'm not staying with
I'll be in the front and
I'll be right on the side.
you'll be right beside me, so I'll help him.
I'm probably staying like 20 feet back.
All right, cool. You all approach slowly until you get to the center square. Mr. Perception Man, top author, you notice that there are 4 scouts, shadowy figures, probably lookouts and /scouts, standing on top of buildings in this area looking around. You can't tell if any of them have noticed you. As you approach, you get to the center and you see there, Mirash is by the fountain in the middle. The fountain is off and dry. You also see 3 other vampires spawn. All of them dressed in the uniforms of the Inquisition.
No count?
The Count is not in your line of sight. You cannot currently see him.
What do we do?
Should we try to go circle around and see if we can find the count real quick?
You asked for us.
Trying to
We're here.
move out.
Do you say that out loud, loudly to announce yourself?
Yes.
I am still staying hidden, but I'm starting to kind of try and move stealthily towards the center.
Just gonna
So the center, so the entire area. Also, I should mention this: the courtyard is illuminated by dim light.
By dim light.
All of it.
After saying that, I'm just gonna look over to Twister, so I'm taking a note out of your book this time.
Well, that's not very smart.
So you admit?
No, I could do that.
Mirash is going to smile broadly. He is going to say, "I was wondering when you would announce yourselves. My lookouts saw you from the moment that you came within sight."
I just go on.
Did they see me?
Did they?
I'm staying hidden. I'm moving around away from them, staying hidden.
Mr. Varash, sir, where is our friend, Mr. Count?
Ah, yes, my brazen informal friend. He'll make an excellent servant. And he is quite comfortable, I assure you.
Where is the Count?
He's taking quite a nice rest.
Huh?
Where is the Count?
He's resting at precisely the place that I prefer to take mine.
So,
Right at the at the bed's foot, as you might imagine.
would you say he's still human, though?
For now.
Then what do you want to talk to us for?
Quite simply, I want to make sure that you understand something. Should you attempt to flee now, I will turn him, have him go, and I will turn him, and then I will give him some of my own blood. I will not just turn him into a vampire spawn, I will turn him into a vampire of his own right. After a short time, of course, before I do that, I will have him go and kill his beloved fiancée himself, preferably before his emotions have had time to properly be corrupted and turned. Then, with that pain in his heart to motivate him, I will set him free from my control. At that point, I will allow him to stew upon his rage and release upon this land a plague greater than any that has been seen in generations.
During his monologue, can I detect if he has his anti-magic field up?
He does not.
Okay.
Or, if you don't wish that to happen, he's going to look at you and all flippancy gone for a moment. Gone. In a moment. He's going to glare at you and he's going to say, "Or you stay here and fight me like men." And some of us do not leave from here.
He's not a very good businessman, Krorm. You're right.
Can I make an inside check?
Sure, go
If we
ahead.
fight him, is he telling the truth? That's what I want to know.
Go ahead.
Krorm care not.
You care not.
Krorm care not.
He appears to be completely truthful that is his plan, that he will do that. But he has not said, he has not yet said out loud that he won't, but he clearly doesn't seem to care much about the count. Like, thinking about what the things that, like, you know about him from the note and interactions with him, he does not care about mere mortals. Like, it doesn't matter if they're nobility, like, if they don't have supernatural power of some sort, he doesn't consider them worth his time.
Krorm, can I trust you?
I should be asking you the same thing. Do you trust me?
My life is in your hands. Let's do it.
I'm just gonna pull out my scimitar and start to activate my blade song, my twister. I've been a great friend, and shove him to the side and dash towards him, casting Tasha's otherworldly guise.
I don't know what that does, but I think that's a signal to roll initiative.
It is. I needed to get those two things off before.
I'm the red one, and he's the orange one over there.
Yeah, I just need to erase that real fast.
24! Come on! Initiative.
Okay, yeah, baby. It's a 19. See if I roll better if I throw my dice at the dice man. Force my will into the roll.
Oh boy.
Da da. Da 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 da.
Alright, this right here is the fountain, which is currently off.
We're gonna have some scary fun here today.
Oh yes we are. I've been looking forward to this for so long.
I am legitimately terrified.
And you should.
So you know what's funny? I'm hidden, but I rolled a 24. I could very well be at the top of the initiative order.
Oh, you are almost certainly at the top of the initiative order. His initiative modifier is 4, so unless he gets a nat 20, he cannot beat you, and if then he'll go first. But
If he gets a nat 20, he deserves to go first.
yeah, all right. So everywhere. So this is the square. Everywhere beyond this is buildings. It is approximately 1 to 2 story buildings all around. You can basically choose which one you want to be on top of anytime you're somewhere. That is skin troops. That's what I'm looking for.
I am hiding in the shadows. Where would there be shadows?
You guys are over here,
Right here.
in that general vicinity. Anywhere in the buildings. Like, and consider buildings to be roughly 15 feet wide and an alley placed every one of those.
Yeah, as soon as I
was making my way
Shit.
around.
Making my way. I aggressively shoved you out of the way.
I started watching Critical Role actually again recently. I'm gonna try and get caught up. It's starting to get kind of interesting again.
I haven't watched it in a bit.
I don't want to spoil anything, but there are some past characters that show up that I'm excited.
Yeah, I need to actually know these past characters because I love the idea of them. So,
All right, so yeah, the dark gray one is Varash, the other 2 are Spawn. And I said 3 earlier, I misspoke, it's only 2.
Okay.
I don't want to completely murder you.
I rolled a 19
19?
for initiative.
I got a 19 as well.
I forgot to roll initiative.
Yeah, I roll again.
Wait, no. What's your or your dexterity?
Well, roll off some more entertaining.
What'd you get, buddy?
What you get?
I got an 11.
Fetch. 7.
You got a 7?
Just no modifiers, right?
For no
I got a
particular
17,
reason,
but
could
with
someone
my
roll me a
modifier.
D4?
It's an 11.
D4 for no particular
11
reason,
again,
please.
yeah.
A D4, I will gladly roll
What's
a
your
D4.
your modifier? What's your dexterity score?
4! Oh no! I feel like that was bad.
Is it like a
Yes, but not
19 or an 18?
It's an 18.
Okay, so it definitely is rollies. People that have 18 dex.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
I got a 15.
Thanks you. I got a 14.
You were adding modifiers? Okay.
All right, cool.
Normally you don't for rollies. It's just straight.
All right, so 24.
Actually, you could go first, because you already pushed me away, so I'll let you go first.
Yeah, 24,
I just
19, 19, 19,
Yeah.
19, 19. Me. No. So you, me, me.
Oh yeah, you go first.
Oh, do you want to fix that cam?
Oh, we gotta put a new battery in. Right over there.
I'm gonna.
Gavin, I entrust to you this hourglass.
Alright, so we're gonna make things a little exciting here. And we're gonna make this combat another part. So, now that you've seen what initiatives rolled, tune in for the combat part of this session.
The conclusion of the final part of the Rose Empire.
We're doing Attack on Titan, milking the most out of this.